Guys, I'm Allison. Thanks so much for being here today. So today is New Year's Day, January 1st, 2019. I have just been chilling at home. I didn't put a bra on today. It's awesome, but I did put on makeup because I wanted to play around. Anyway, one of my goals for this year was to kind of figure out what content I like to film and let my dog ruin it by chewing her bones while I record videos. My goals for 2019 was to start filming Will I Buy It videos, and I just really like the style of video. It's like a pre-haul. And so yeah, I was like, well, I could do that. That sounds like fun. And to be real, it's like an easier video to film because I don't have a bunch of stuff in front of me. I don't really have anything that I have to set up. I feel like it will be a little bit harder of a video to edit, but that's neither here nor there. I'll figure that part out. So then I've been sitting around thinking about doing this. I've been thinking about doing this for weeks now. And I was sitting around thinking, oh, I should come up with a different name for it because I don't want to just totally copy. But isn't copying the sincerest form of flattery? I mean, so anyway, the YouTuber who created this video series is Samantha March. She is awesome. I love her channel, and she actually created a community playlist so that creators can go and put their videos in this topic area, and you can find new creators that you may like to watch. A lot of the people that are in that tab, I already watched their videos in their channel, but yeah, so I do have to kind of build up a little bit of a bravery to like take that risk and like put my video out there, but I also really want to do it. So, you know, you never got anything good by being scared, right? So, that was my chair, by the way. So anyway, I was looking through that playlist and I saw that several other people just call their series Will I Buy It? And I do think that there's something like, I do think that since, you know, somebody else created this idea, it kind of honors their idea to just call it what they called it. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to call this video Will I Buy It? And now I've talked for a really long time and haven't even gotten into what I want to talk to you about. So anyway, I took some snapshots of some products I wanted to talk about, and my idea is just, I'm just going to kind of go for 20 minutes and however much or however many new products that are either, some of these things have most of these things have already been released. Some of them are very new, some of them have been out for a few weeks. But anyway, I just thought I would just kind of talk about stuff that I'm interested in or not interested in purchasing. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is, this is actually from Indie Makeup Spotlight, and the person who runs that Instagram account is Amy Loves Makeup. I believe that is her YouTube channel name. If I'm wrong, I'll put it here. But I watch her channel and I really like it. But she posted, oh, I don't know when, about, it's the Devinah Cosmetics Secret Diaries palette. Now, I'm going to put this up on the screen somehow, but I'm just going to be looking at my phone while I talk about it. So something that's kind of new to me is like I'm getting back into color. I recently did kind of a purge of my YouTube subscriptions, and I unsubscribed from a bunch of really large channels that I had been following, and then I subscribed to a bunch of kind of channels that are anywhere from like 2,500 subscribers all the way up to about 500,000 subscribers. So within that, I have found a lot of new people that I'm really enjoying their content, and a lot of people that are super into color. So this Devinah palette is obviously a very colorful palette. From the looks of it, they look like they're all matte shades. But I just think it's such an interesting color story because you have the yellow and then a nice pop of blue, and then you've got some kind of deeper khaki kind of greens, a gray, and then some purple to pink shades, purple, pink, mauve, and kind of a lilac, and it just makes such a pretty color story that I'm really interested in buying it. And it looks like you can get, at least at the time, you could use Amy's affiliate code for 20% off. I think it's $60 for all the shades in this particular bundle. And yeah, it just looks really pretty. So I'm considering buying that palette. Okay, moving on. This is one that's been out for a few weeks. I've seen some YouTubers do their get it in PR, and so they've done their video on it, but it's the Glamlite pizza palette. Here's what you need to know about me. I don't love fusion food, and I don't love fusion makeup. Like, I don't know as if I want my makeup to be in the theme of a pizza. With that being said, I think it's super creative. It looks like a giant palette. It looks like a pizza. So, you know, I love that they kind of went with, like, they went in with it. Like, it's like green peppers, pineapple, bacon, you know, anything that you would put on a pizza. But this color story just doesn't really interest me. There's not enough light shades, I think, in the palette for me personally. So for me personally, the pizza palette is a pizza pass. I just am not interested in it. I just think it's kind of cheesy. I think it's kind of cheesy. I really didn't mean to make that pun, but so yeah. My intent is never going to be to bash a company or their product, so I'm not going to go on and on about it, but yeah, it's just really not for me. The next palette, however, you'll notice a theme in my, oh no, I do have something that's not an eyeshadow palette, so let's keep going. Hopefully I can get there. The next palette I saw on Indie Makeup Spotlight as well, and it is the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Volume 2. This looks super pretty. I have the Volume 1, and the quality of that palette is really good, and that's kind of what makes me want to buy Volume 2, to just kind of continue with like supporting an indie makeup brand. And you know, you get like a brown and a black, which I think are just great staple shades. That purple and that green really interest me, and I love that they added a mirror into this one. The first palette didn't have a mirror, but they've now since added a mirror. And yeah, so yeah, I actually was holding out to buy it because the Volume 1 was in BoxyCharm, but I heard somebody on YouTube say, I think it was Morgan Turner Makeup, I don't follow Twitter for makeup news really. I probably should, but you only got so much time in a day. But she said that she saw on Twitter that it was not going to be in BoxyCharm, which I was kind of bummed about because I was like, oh, that'd be perfect if I got that in my BoxyCharm. I'd be so happy, but yeah, I guess it's not going to be in BoxyCharm. At least not now. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should hold out and like maybe it will go in BoxyCharm, or if I should just buy it sometime soon. They're probably not colors I would wear like right now. It looks more of like a spring summer palette, but it looks really pretty. And I know the quality of volume 1 was good. So anyway, okay. Oh, I took a lot of these from Indie Makeup Spotlight. That's so interesting. I'll have that Instagram account linked down below. But the next palettes I want to talk about are from Pinky Rose Cosmetics. Now, I've just learned about Pinky Rose Cosmetics. I have not. I'm just kind of getting into, over the past couple months, into more indie brands. And so I didn't know about Pinky Rose Cosmetics, but they put out 3, it's a Trilogy collection bundle for $67, and I think you can buy them individually. I'm pretty sure they're already available for purchase. But the one I am interested in, like probably the only one I'm interested in, is the Exotic Peacock palette. And that's just because I think the color story, again, how many times can I say color story in this video? But I think that color story is really pretty. I don't know. I just think the whole peacock eye and look, and I just think purples and greens kind of go good with my eye color since I have brown eyes. So, and some of those deeper blues look really, really pretty too. So I'm super interested in the Exotic Peacock palette. That probably will go on my wish list for the next time that I want to like really get into buying makeup, which will probably be soon. Anyway, I buy too much makeup, but that's okay. It's my hobby. Okay, we got to talk about this next palette because this is one that's not out yet, but it's starting to get some buzz on Instagram. Trend Mood posted it to their Instagram, and I've seen it a couple times over the past few weeks, and it is none other than the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. Who is surprised that they are coming out with another naked palette? Anybody? Anybody at this point is surprised? I knew as soon as they announced that the Naked palette was going to go away, that they were going to retire it, or whatever they want to call it, that they were already working on something to replace it. And I'm assuming that's what they're kind of doing. Yeah. I mean, the Naked Reloaded. I did see this on YouTube as well. Like, there was only like really one video, and I'm so curious, like, how did this person get this palette already? I don't understand. But, yeah. Anyway, I've seen it on Trend Mood, and my first thought when I saw the lineup was like, holy Toledo, this looks like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Like, I would be really interested to see swatches of those two together because they look so stinking similar to me. And I'm not going to even sit here and pretend that I would purchase Urban Decay, this palette, over an ABH palette because I prefer the ABH formula to the Naked line from Urban Decay. Honestly, right now, the only reason I would buy this palette would be to compare the two. I'm really not interested in buying it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's super pretty. Of course it's pretty. Like, I don't know how big of a fan I am of the packaging, but what's inside is really, really pretty. But it looks just like the ABH Sultry palette. So, and I already have that. So, I'm trying to be smarter with my purchases. So yeah, as of now, that's not going on my wish list. So I'm so interested in what's going on here. Like, I'm sure that like this like Urban Decay has been working on this for months, because I do kind of understand that, you know, to come up with a product concept and to get it made, it takes some time, right? So they were probably working on it before the Sultry palette was even released, I would guess. Maybe I'm completely delusional and wrong, I don't know. But that's just from what I have learned on YouTube about how makeup is actually, you know, made and gets into the hands of consumers, it does take some time. So anyway, I don't think it's like a dupe, like say like Bad Habit, like the Bad Habit company kind of like intentionally dupes higher end eyeshadow palettes. I don't think that's what's happening here. It's just, I wonder like what's going on. Like, it's just so interesting to me. But anyway, okay. I'm going to talk about one more product here that's already been released. And it's not an eyeshadow palette, which is why I'm including this. It is the, I saw this on Trend Mood. It's the Becca times Khloe Kardashian times Forever Malika BFF collection. So what it is it's well, it's essentially a palette with a highlight, maybe a couple blushes and a bronzer, but then there's also 2 lipsticks with each palette. They're not sold together, I don't think, but there's each, Khloe and Malika each came out with 2 lipsticks. And then there's this bronzing letters that are in X's and O's and hearts that kind of remind me of like the Guerlain meteorites. I don't have any of those, but I've seen them throughout the years of my makeup following, and they're like loose little letters you'll see in the picture, and they're like bronzing things. I'm not going to buy anything in this collection. First of all, okay, I think the concept is cute, and why wouldn't they want to work together? I'm sure there's money to be had from both Becca as a company and Khloe and Malika. I am super disappointed in the packaging of the bronzing beads or the bronzing letters. I've seen some people talk about it, and it's literally cardboard packaging. And I'm like, I guess, okay, so it's only $18, but you only get like, I've heard people say you only get like 10 of the letters. So there's a lot of packaging with a little product in it, and it's just not good packaging. Like, has Becca done cardboard packaging before? Like, what's going on here? What's this about? And I don't mean to be like a packaging snob. I really don't. But like, it's just not really on brand for anybody. Like, yeah, this sounds really snobby. That's not how I mean to make it sound. But when you're buying from a higher end company, I expect like better quality packaging, and I think there's probably better quality packaging in the drugstore than what those beads come in. Now, the products do look pretty, but I don't know, I'm just not interested. And it's not because I don't like the Kardashians, because that's not it either. I used to watch them, like, it's been a few years, but I used to watch them regularly, and then I just kind of grew out of watching it, and now I can't keep up. Oh God, don't hate me. Oh, that was the dumbest joke ever, Allison. Anyway, okay, I'm just gonna leave it with like, yes, it looks pretty. The lipsticks look like they'd be nice. I'm I just don't care, to be honest. But anyway. Alright, guys. Thanks for sticking with me through this. This is the first time I've filmed a video like this, and it was just kind of, I'm just trying to like get my bearings on like not looking too much at my phone and looking at the camera and like talking about the product. And anyway, yeah. Before I get even more awkward, I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!
Can you not do that right now? Can we compromise, please? Why do you always do this? Maybe, get out of there. Why do you guys always do this when I'm trying to film? Go lay down. Go lay down. There's dog hair everywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna go lay down. And that's how it will be. When it's all just nothing, that means nothing to me. When it's all just dust to dust, and how it will be. When it's all just nothing else, that means nothing to me.